work we've done and decide what they want to do with it or what they want to believe after that.
You know, we keep hearing from the committee, including the chairman, that there will be members of Congress requested to come and speak and answer your questions. It's still, none of them have come, really. Are you in favor of subpoenaing members? And if so, who do you need to talk to?
Well, I won't say who I think we need to talk to yet. I mean, I think everybody needs to come and talk to us. We've requested information from various members in terms of whether we move forward with a subpoena is going to be both a strategic, tactical decision and a question of whether or not, you know, we can do that and get the information in time. And
do you favor
those are decisions we make every day. Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately whatever we can do to get that information. I think if that takes a subpoena, it takes a subpoena. But I think the key is regardless of even what some members of Congress are going to tell us, we know a lot of information around it. Right now, we're kind of not even building a broader narrative. We're going deeper with richer and more detail to show the American people.
A lawyer for Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene said this week she was not a participant in the January 6th violence. She was a victim. There were text messages revealed this week in which she was discussing martial law with Mark Meadows, then Chief of Staff. Do you need to ask her a few questions?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to ask her a few questions. We know some things. I won't confirm or deny the text messages, of course, but let me just say this. For Marjorie Taylor Greene to say she's a victim, it's amazing how, you know, folks like her attack everybody for being a victim. I mean, she assaulted, I think, a survivor's family from a school shooting at some point in D.C. She stood outside a congresswoman's office and yelled at her through a mail slot and said she was too scared to come out and confront her. And then when Marjorie Taylor Greene is confronted, she's all of a sudden a victim and a poor, helpless congresswoman that's just trying to do her job. It's insane. We want the information. Look, history is not going to judge her or people like her that are buying the big lie well. I firmly believe that.
Vice President Mike Pence did the right thing in terms of certifying the election. He is a central player in this story. As a Republican, do you want to see him come forward and actually speak to you?
Yes, I would love to see that. I hope he would do so voluntarily. These are decisions I think that we're going to end up making from a tactical perspective in the next, week or two, as we basically pin down what this hearing schedule is going to look like, the content, and as we go into the full narrative of this thing. I would hope and think that the vice president would want to come in and tell his story because he did do the right thing on that day. If he doesn't, then we'll look at the options we have available to us if there's information we don't already have.
Right. I know you're not a fan